Hello all. Hopefully some more people will join as we move along, but just as an introduction, my name is Dev Stafford, and I am the Internship Coordinator as well as the Marketing Lead here at BestLogic Staffing. And today we're going to be talking a little bit about some of the internship opportunities that we offer directly here at BestLogic Staffing, as well as various full-time career opportunities that we recruit for in our day-to-day business. So without further ado, I will begin talking about our internship page. So just as a start, what is BestLogic Staffing? If you're not already familiar with us, we are a small staffing company based out of Rocky Hill, Connecticut. The way I like to describe what we do is we are essentially a matchmaker between companies and their future employees. So we have companies that might not have, the time or the resources to fill an open position they have. So they come to us, and then we actively work with job seekers and try to find the best pairing of not only the most qualified candidates, but also the most culturally aligned. Because that's one of our big things. It's all about the people you work with is just as, if not more important than the actual work that you do. We were established in 2009 by our current general manager and owner, Alden BestLogic. Yes, the name is the reason that our company is named like that. Some of the fields that we specialize in recruiting for include manufacturing, engineering, construction, IT, and professionals, although we do branch out on various different fields across the United States. Our symbol is the lion because it is a symbol of respect, determination, and courage. It is a symbol of Dharma, as we like to say, and it's really how we really view our own mentality into all the work that we do here. And as I said, our big edge is that we're all about workplace culture. We're never going to be you're never going to be a number to us. Everybody that we work with we're getting to know personally, and everyone that we work alongside, we're like a family. So we all get to know each other very well because, workplace environment is the most crucial thing for any success. A little bit about who I am, just as a background. I am a previous intern from BestLogic Staffing myself. I started off as a videography intern in the spring of 2021, and they brought me on full-time. And I have a lot of experience working in video production, and that's a little bit about me and what led me to starting with BestLogic Staffing. So some general information over our internship program. We offer 3 different terms, so spring, summer, and fall. We kind of work around a lot of school schedules, so the spring runs from end of January to about the first week of April, so we just wrapped up our spring class just a few weeks ago. Our summer course begins beginning of June, ends around mid-August, and our fall runs about the same as the school year, so right after Labor Day, and goes until about mid-November. Every program runs for 10 weeks. Our minimum requirement for our criteria is 16 hours per week, so that's a total of 160 hours. We're pretty flexible about our weekly hours. We try to aim for some remote and hybrid opportunities because we understand, with transportation and of course COVID, we're trying to be as reasonable as we can because, everyone wants to have a good opportunity to work. And we're pretty flexible with our hours. The internship is unfortunately unpaid, but we do sign off on college credit for any schools that anyone needs to take advantage of, hopping on that opportunity, as a lot of students do. We currently offer 7 different programs, which include sales, HR and recruiting, social media marketing, business administration and management, videography, graphic design, and blogging, which I will be going in depth with each one right now. So to start off, our sales program, that's working a lot more with our clients, the companies that we reach out to and the companies that come to us that need help filling positions. So what a lot of the sales team does is you're working closely with our account managers, which, as you can see pictured below, Naisha Cruz is our lead account manager. You'll be working closely with her throughout most of the program, and you learn a lot about, the different research aspects of getting into how to outreach and how to, pitch sales. And, it's not just like you see in the movies where you just, win somebody over in a 5-minute speech. It's a long process, and you learn about all the different steps and different business strategies that go into working with different companies. Our human resources and recruitment, that's working on the other side, or you're working more with the job seekers. But that's working a lot more with different people who are looking for jobs and trying to help them out. That's a lot of, communicating with individuals and trying to find, their best interest, what they're looking for in their career, and how we can better help you. So it's a lot of interpersonal skills, a lot of getting on the phones, sourcing, screening, and selecting different candidates for different positions. And you really learn about the hiring process on the other side of what businesses do. For social media marketing, you're working more directly with me, since I am the marketing lead. And what that is really coming up with a lot of marketing strategies. Nowadays, everything is digital, everything is online, and you really have to learn how to operate the digital market. Through that is a lot of social media. So with the social media program, you're maintaining a calendar. You and the other interns are basically you're basically running a simulation of a social media management of a company, and you're maintaining a calendar with us. You're coming up with different campaign ideas, different concepts, analyzing the data, see what works, what didn't. We're still a very young company, so we have a lot of flexibility. Facebook and Instagram are our two. Facebook, LinkedIn, and Instagram are our three main sources of reaching out to people, and all three of those have very different target audiences, so it's learning a lot about that, as well as TikTok and Twitter is something we're really trying to push more recently. And it's just learning a lot about the real world of how to make something go viral, and trial and error. And business admin, you're working more directly with our general manager Alden, and business admin is kind of the idea of wearing all the hats. The previous three main departments that I just mentioned, you're getting exposed to all three of them, and a lot of these are working alongside our general manager, and all the different duties that and responsibilities that he has to take care of. Excuse me. You're working on tasks that will help communication and efficiency between all three of those departments, as well as learning, quick ins and outs on how to manage all these different departments. Videography is, again, you're going directly through me. And that is working a lot with our social media team to work on different video content, because nowadays you look at TikTok, you look at YouTube, over the past 20 years, everything's going to video now. Whenever you're looking to do a job search, people are looking up on YouTube how to write a resume. So that's something we're really trying to push and get people trafficking towards us. So the videography program, you're kind of running your own show as if we were your client. It's you're writing, producing, and editing your own short videos for distribution of us on our social media platforms. And anything you work on, you can use on your own portfolio, and it really helps, especially if you're looking to get into freelance videography. It shows a real experience on how to work with a client and meet their needs, as well as have something that's your own creative process that you're proud to display. And kind of the similar thing with graphic design, like I've said multiple times now, everything is digital marketing nowadays. So graphic design, you're working with our social media team to come up with different, social media posts that they need. You're working with our video team to come up with different motion graphics to try and, and make our videos look more professional. And you're working our web design, because, you can never, anything that you made 3 years ago now is now outdated online. So, you need to constantly have something new and fresh on online platforms, and graphic design, you're really getting exposed to the creative side of that digital marketing. Which brings me finally to blogging, once again about bringing website traffic to us. You're really learning about how to create these different articles and hyperlinks, and how to enhance website traffic through just writing different articles. As I said, everyone goes online now when they don't know how to do something, and if they're not watching a video, they're doing research on how to do it. So that's something where we're really trying to branch out to our target audience and have these different articles that are helpful to both companies that are looking to help with staffing, and job seekers who are looking to help land a job. And they might not know about staffing companies and how we can help them. That's something we're really trying to push with reaching out to people with blogs. Our internship program is really, even though it is unpaid, we're a staffing company. We know how to help people find their career path. We've been exponentially growing over the past few years, and we always hire internally. Our internship program is kind of a way to see if you are a cultural fit for us. A majority of our staff, a lot of them pictured on the side here, came from previous internship classes. We hire from the inside, and even if we don't hire you directly, we're a staffing company who always has your best interest at heart. We're always trying to help people find their perfect career path. And we also keep you in the loop. Our alumni, you're not just going to finish the internship and be like, bye, thanks for the 10 weeks. We always keep you in the loop with how our company's doing. We always want to hear about how you're doing beyond your time with BestLogic Staffing, and you'll always be invited to different team events, which I didn't mention earlier. We love doing a lot of stuff here. Like I said, it's a family environment, and we're always having different team events, and it's a lot of fun. But that's about all I have in terms of internships. Feel free to reach out to me on my email or my cell phone, which are pictured below. And if you ever have any interest in any of our internship programs, feel free to reach out to me with any questions, or if you want to express interest in applying for one. I usually answer very quickly, so feel free to reach out at any time. And without further ado, I will turn this over to Adrian to talk more about our careers.
So I'm Adrian, I'm the lead recruiter here with BestLogic Staffing, and first things first, what I'd like to say is our main goal is to focus on permanent jobs rather than contract positions or temporary positions. The reason behind that is because we really want our candidates and our staff to find something permanent, find that career path, find something that they truly want to, get up in the morning and feel happy going to work. Me personally, when I was, 16 years old, just started trying to find a job in the market, it took me about 80 applications. Not one call back until 3 months after the fact, and then it was, someone taking a shot on me. So I never want anyone to kind of feel like that again. So that's kind of where the backstory, behind permanent positions as well come from for me personally, and why I do this. So mainly what we do is I'd say our bread and butter is manufacturing and engineering. However, we do have other positions and industries that we support. For example, insurance and finance, architecture and construction as well, even though that's like a subsection of engineering too. We also do, a little bit of IT as well, albeit we're getting more and more as time goes on. We are rapidly expanding as well, so there's definitely more industries and more opportunities that come up in the future. With that being said as well, I know when you hear manufacturing and engineering, all you think of, probably are machine operators, inspectors, that sort of thing. However, there are different functions in those industries. For example, a company might need a finance manager for a manufacturing plant, so we always get positions like that as well. We have different recruiters for each different industries as well, and the way it kind of works with BestLogic Staffing in our process is we'll talk to you, we'll take a look at your resume, we'll go a little bit more in depth, more than your resume, understand truly what motivates you, what your passion is and your interests, and we try to take all of that from our initial conversation and our conversations after that. We try to take a combination of what you told us, and we try to find something that aligns with your long-term career goals. Even if we have something that may be short-term, like for example, a company may ask us, hey, we need someone for 3 months, we will let you know that, hey, this is a 3-month assignment. We don't get it a whole lot because we try to stay away from that, but we'll still let you know if it's temporary. And temporary positions, I view them as a really great stepping stone. It gets you the skill set that you need. It teaches you, a little bit of the ins and outs of the industry, and it really just strengthens your soft and hard skills in a way. So we'll let you know whether it's permanent or contract. No need to worry there. And then also what I really like about our service is the fact that we truly help you out with like your resume, tailoring it up, making sure that it looks presentable and technically correct to send to a hiring manager. For example, if we're sending you out for a finance position, we're going to make sure that everything in finance that you have, is on that resume. If it's, unrelated to the position and we feel like it may not, capture the hiring manager's interest, we will take it out, we'll let you know more about it, we'll send you the resume before we send it to the hiring manager to get your permission, see if there's anything we should change to best represent you, you know, that sort of thing. So with BestLogic Staffing, it's really candidate-centric, I like to call it. We truly focus on your requirements for work as well. Like, for example, I know some people may have an absolute, you know, a certain salary range that they need to make, for example, you know, to pay the bills and everything like that. We all have, you know, stuff like that. So if you tell me, hey, look, I'm looking for 75K, nothing more or nothing less, we all want more, right? So I'm looking for 75K, nothing less. You know, I'll make sure that the position we send you out to, it is that 75K. Even if it's like, let's say 73K, I'll still let you know about it, because we won't want to close a door of opportunity on you just for a couple grand, right? Because that couple grand could be, you know, given to you a couple months down the road when you're fully invested in the company, that sort of thing. So for BestLogic Staffing, really, I wouldn't look at the industries that we support as the main thing. I'd look at the service we provide to our candidates, because we are going to grow. We are going to expand more into different areas and different territories. So with that being said, it's all about, okay, if you are truly looking for a permanent long-term career, get on our roster and we will keep you in the loop if anything opens up in the future that's suitable to your long-term career goals. Even if it's short-term and you, let's say, for example, you're in school for a certain skill set, like let's say quality inspection, and you want to get you're not sure if it's something you truly want to do, and you'd like to test it out, let us know about it. Say, hey, you know, I'm in school for a quality inspector certificate, however, I'm not sure if it's truly something I want to do. Maybe I'd be open to a contract position for 3 months, trying it out. We can always, you know, run that by our clients as well. So work with us. We can definitely use some of your requirements and take it to the companies and kind of negotiate out a good, you know, deal for you, that sort of thing. So I wouldn't look at the industries we support as the main bread and butter. I'd look at what we do and what we can provide to you, not only with resumes, but also interview tips and tricks, understanding more about who you're interviewing with. You know, is it a machine operator? Is it a, you know, manufacturing engineer? Is it a CEO? We've had candidates, you know, from skilled trade positions interview with presidents of companies, and you know, they mentioned that they were very grateful for our help in talking to you know, a president, CEO, because when you're going in for an interview, you know, stuff like that, it's very nerve-wracking when you're talking to a high-level person, and you know, you're just going in for a standard machine operator job. So that's kind of the main thing about BestLogic Staffing and what we do. If you guys have any questions, you know, we always have our website open. It has tons of great information. We also have our social medias, which Deb mentioned. We mainly use LinkedIn, Facebook, and Instagram. However, we also do have TikTok and YouTube as well. Definitely check out our YouTube videos, because we have great content on there to help you out in your job search, in your resume writing, in your interview, you know, in your interviewing abilities, tips, tricks, that sort of thing.
And as me and Adrian said, feel free to reach out to us at any point with any questions or concerns about anything regarding your career path and anything that BestLogic Staffing might be able to help you out with. Thank you guys for joining. I appreciate you guys coming through.